Kia koto katoa, welcome to Turn Rua. I'm Liam.
And I'm Lids.
And this is Info Jam, where we stop and update you on news and info from the past week. So, leading news this week. The organisers of the North Canterbury Kids Contest for most feral cats hunted have withdrawn the feral cat category from the upcoming hunting competition after a bit of backlash from animal rights activists. This announcement came from a North Canterbury cat. This announcement came after a North Canterbury cat died after being shot with an air rifle. Now, it's unclear whether this was linked to the competition, which offered 14-year-olds or younger hunters a $250 prize for most feral cats killed in North Canterbury over the next 2.5 months, as well as a shot at a 4,600 spot prize in the form of a motorbike.
Whoa.
What is clear is that this commotion caused a bit of distress between both parties, one party wanting to protect their pets, and the other party excited to be involved in something protecting native birds and other vulnerable species. The organisers of this event said, "Please remember we're just a group of volunteers who are trying to raise money for our local school and pool."
Wow, that is tricky. Yeah, you got one side who wants to help the native birds, one side who wants to protect the cats. Like, that is tricky.
Yeah, you got to consider both sides.
You definitely do.
You definitely got to consider it.
Yeah. Awesome, mate. In world news, Trinity, a complete Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton, has sold for 9.8 million New Zealand dollars in a rare auction.
Whoa.
The T-Rex is made up of bones from 3 different dinosaurs excavated between 2008 and 2013.
Excavated as in
dug up, like, you know, with
That's
a
a lot
spade
of
and all their
digging.
fancy tools. Now, Trinity measures 3.9 meters high and 11.6 meters long and 2.65 meters wide. And there has been some controversy with Trinity. Thomas Holtz, a vertebrate paleontologist who is against the sale of such specimens, has said it is misleading and inappropriate to combine multiple real bones from different individuals to create a single skeleton. Trinity was bought by a private European collector of modern art and dinosaur relics and will stay on public display in the future.
You know what this gives me? This gives me like Jurassic World kind of vibes.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm like low-key kind of freaked out. Like, don't go making a real-life dinosaur, eh? Like, we're just gonna chill out, right?
Thankfully, the bones don't actually come back to life. In this case.
That's a huge relief. Hey guys, from the odd stuff file, don't try this at home. A 13-year-old boy had to be freed from a claw machine after he climbed inside, hoping to score a prize at an
Wow.
amusement park in North Carolina.
Oh,
So get this, the officials were alerted at 2 p.m. Sunday, their local time, that the boy was stuck inside the Cosmic Extra Large bonus game, which contained plushie prizes. What a
Oh.
guy would do for plushie prizes, eh?
man, just jump on right in there.
Thankfully, the medical team was able to unlock the machine and rescue the boy. The boy, however, got banned from the theme park for a year after attempted theft.
Man, I mean,
Pretty odd. You know what's odd?
what?
The fact that this hasn't only happened once. This has happened a few
I know,
times.
multiple times.
Multiple
I saw that
times.
too. I was like, wow.
It's pretty crazy.
People really want to get those prizes.
Yeah.
Speaking of prizes in sports, 15-year-old Monique Wierzchowski has claimed the 7th fastest time in the world this year for the women's 50-meter
Women's.
breaststroke.
Phew.
Incredible. The Inglewood High School student broke her own national record at the National Age Group Championships in Hastings, posting a time of 30.67 seconds, shaving 0.2 seconds off the time she set at the National Champs in Auckland 11 days earlier. Monique shared, "It's pretty cool to break that record twice in 2 weeks. I'm
Wow.
stoked." Her efforts at the National Champs had already qualified her for the World Champs in Japan in July and the World Junior Champs in Israel in September.
Wow, that girl is going places.
I reckon.
You know, 7th in the world, like, and women's.
That's amazing.
Women's. That's crazy.
She's got a bright
cool.
future.
That's awesome. Hey, for pop culture this week, our pop culture topic is Super Mario. Super Mario is the highest grossing video game movie ever that has brought in $678 million at
So
the
far.
world box office. Yeah, so far.
So it could go way
It
higher.
could get way higher. You know,
Oh.
that like just kicked Warcraft right to the curb. They earned $439 million. And when you consider that the movie came out only 2 weeks ago, this may even be the first video game adaptation to cross $1 billion.
And just in time for the school holidays, eh?
Yeah, I'm rooting
Perfect
for it.
timing for a movie.
Yeah, so good.
Let's
I've
go,
seen it.
Mario.
Woo!
Finally, the value of the week this week is consideration. Consideration is thoughtfulness and sensitivity towards others. There are many situations in life where things seem unfair. Times when we feel like we're missing out while others are getting what they want. Well, in times like this, we need to take a step back from thinking about ourselves and consider the needs of others. When things feel unfair, it's helpful to recognize and consider that not everyone has the same needs. The way to do this is to simply ask ourselves the question, do others have a greater need right now?
That's so good. It's so awesome to consider consideration. Wow. That's
Consider consideration.
Consider consideration. Our shout out this week goes to Duffield High. What a cool location for a cool school. You know, 40 kilometers west of Christchurch City and near the magnificent Southern Alps.
Wow.
I would love to visit y'all sometime. I haven't even been to the South Island.
Oh,
but
we have to do it.
We gotta do it. Guys, I gotta say, your value emblems are so cool to look at. I mean, look at that over there. They look sleek. I would be proud to go to a school like that. Hey, stay cool, guys. I hope the first week of term 2 treats you well. Remember, if you want to get a shout out, just go into kiwikidsnews.co.nz and comment what school you're from.
Awesome. Well, that wraps us up for this week's Info Jam. If you want to know more about these stories and others like them, make sure you check out kiwikidsnews.co.nz and remember to tune in next week for our next Info Jam. Ka kite anō.
See you guys next time.